Hello, my good friends. It's been a while. Life happens. We get so busy sometimes, and we get missing in action. But thanks be to God, we are back. I want to talk about the Igbo language. I will use the English language and the Igbo language to engage in this discussion. Thereby, a lot of us are concerned about the state of the Igbo language. A lot of us are concerned about the state of the Igbo language. A lot of people are saying that the language is dying. I do not know if they really know what they are talking about. I do not think that majority have really thought about what they repeat. But I can tell us authoritatively that the language is actually dying. I studied Igbo up to the end of my high school, so I took it in WAEC. I took it in the West African Examinations Council, West African School Certificate. But I'm assuring us, or rather I'm informing us, that I feel much more comfortable writing in the English language now than in the Igbo language, even though I spoke Igbo before I spoke English, and growing up, Igbo was the major language we spoke at home. Mama, Papa spoke Igbo, but you can already see a problem. I called my beloved parents Mama, Papa instead of Nne and Nna. My mother called her parents Nne and Nna, but I called my own parents Papa and Mama. And I know that some of my nephews and nieces, the ones that came when I was young, call their parents mommy and daddy, so you can see a progression away from the Igbo language. And I'm informing us that today I feel much more comfortable writing in the English language than using the Igbo language to write, and it's a problem. It's a problem that needs to be solved. How do we solve this problem? It is certainly not by insisting alone that Enugu was Enugu, that Oka was OKA instead of AWKA, or that Ogwu was OGWU instead of AWGU. A lot more needs to be done. And I will bring out some of the solutions now. Fortunately, there are solutions that that my group, Omenana Defenders, is already putting into practice. So people cannot accuse us of profiling solutions that we are not doing anything about, or that we are not utilizing ourselves. There are three primary ways of saving languages. One is make that language the official language of its owners. The official language of the Igbo people today is English. If you go through the place we call Igbo land today, I am not sure that you would find one signboard, one notice board, which the message on it is written in the Igbo language. Everything is in English, because English language is the official language. The second way of saving a language is to make it the language of education. In Japan, in China, in Israel, in Sweden, in Norway, in Denmark, in Iraq, the language of education are the vernaculars of these peoples. In Iraq is Arabic, in Japan is Japanese, in Israel is Hebrew, in name them, In Ukraine, it's Ukrainian, and the other language is in Russia, it is Russia. In America, it is English, because America was a country set up by the English people. I have mentioned two ways: make the language the official language, or make it the language of education. The third one is make that language the language of religion. And this is why I said that fortunately my accusers would not say that I'm talking about things I'm not able to do anything about. Since a few months ago, Omena Defenders has taken up the gauntlet. We hold weekly Shabbat services. Every part of this service, or rather 90% of this service, has been in the Igbo language. The opening prayers, which my colleagues insisted that I should be the person rendering, is 100% in Igbo. Initially, we were reading only the Torah and the prophets in English. But from today, a very important thing began to happen. We read the Torah in English and we read the prophets in the Igbo language. But all the discussions, because we spend hours looking at that Torah, looking at the Igbo society, looking at the circumstances of the Igbos, looking at their experiences, every other thing is in the language called Igbo, Nasusu Igbo. We've had brothers and sisters from the African American community and the Caribbean communities who have joined us. From the word go, speaking for men and defenders, I insisted that they have to learn Igbo. Why is it important that the Igbo language has to be saved? The Igbo language is one of the most important languages in the world, because rightfully it should be called a language of the Bible. When the Igbo people wake up, they will insist that the Igbo language joins one of the languages of the Bible. The others are Hebrew, Aramaic. Igbo should join that rank. It's very amusing when people that don't want to learn try to ridicule the position that the Igbo people are lineal descendants of the Israelites. If they know 1/10 of what they are talking about, what they are pontificating about, they will hide their faces in shame. The man of God, Moses, would only say Umunna, children of the father, if he wanted to talk about family. And the Igbo word, or the Igbo phrase for family, is Umunna. You can't get stronger evidence than this. So the Igbo language should be saved. What I'm teaching in Summer A is the Bible. It is still the most important book in the world. The Bible is the most important book in the world. The people that criticize it don't understand it, because you cannot understand it if you don't know its culture. You won't even know what it's saying. I don't believe that this book has been studied enough. It will be studied enough. It will be studied more intensively as the days goes by. And the Igbo language, just as the Igbo culture, will have a place at the table. This is just one tidbit about why this language should be saved. And here, I will say, brothers and sisters, think again about everything I have said, and I will make an appeal I was making before all the time: subscribe to this channel. It is the medium. It is a medium that is dedicated to bringing out the truth that most people are afraid of bringing out. Thank you. Have a good rest of the day.